Aloha Nui Patriots, it's Shariraye with updates for today, March 29th, 2022. And guess what today is? Anybody know? Taco Taco Tuesday! Anybody get their tacos today? Taco Tuesday, everybody. Get your tacos. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's cloudy in Texas, so pray for rain. And yeah, we've had tons of fires. I talked about it yesterday, and I'll continue to talk about it, and I'll talk about whoever sends me information that they need prayer, like Montana and other states. Yeah, we're going to get started here. Big event, 3:30. I'm back. President Trump. Q will reveal the exposed facts that you need to know. Some truths might disturb you, but don't worry. It's all for the good of our people. Big event. Stay vigilant. More booms coming. World shocked. Justice. President's secret channel. 45. What do? We pray. Alright, here we go. Toxins found in tap water. This is where I'm going to read you some of my intel. I read it before and I'm going to re-emphasize it because he said it right here. My military intel has warned us way ahead of time. The toxins, synthetics in our water, food, protect yourself. Don't they use it to poison us. Patriotswitch.com, okay? Alright. And then I'm going to read you right here from CK, one of my military intel, on March. He said, this is what he shared. And he said this. This was around the first week of March. The electrical grid was switched on east Oahu, including Kaneohe Marine Corps Base and select areas of Honolulu on Mardi Gras, March 1st, 2022. All tests passed. This is talking about the electricity, Tesla electricity. All right. Drinking water was tested. It tested bad. Do not drink the water. We've been seeing this for a long time. Everybody's sharing it. So right here is just a confirmation of that. And then on the 3rd was safe travel expires March 5th, 2022. He told me ahead of time, and sure enough it has. Freedom to move about. All right? So those things you need to know. He has also confirmed that General Flynn is a good guy working for the White Hats. All right? Now, I'm going to re-emphasize a little of what we talked about yesterday with Satoshi Nakamoto. All right? And I'll get to that. It's been a hoax. Everything they tell you, gotta go green, blah, blah, blah. It's all been a lie. So, he's showing you the houses that they built. And they have. But it's all a hoax. But it's all real, yeah. That money goes to build them these houses and stuff. Alright. Clarence Thomas's wife told Mark Meadows that Biden crime family will be living in barges off Gitmo to face military tribunals. That is correct. Now, this was on Business Insider, but there's a big article that's pretty good on Diane Marshall. The Diane Marshall report, I believe it is. So check it out if you want to read the whole story on it. They knew it way ahead of time. Alright, New York Post. Beau Biden Foundation rakes in millions. I talked about this yesterday. When Biden went from 300 and something thousand a year to 16 million. Yeah. You don't do that by still doing and being honest and doing the job you're supposed to do. No. Says he got an infusion of 1.8 million from the Biden Foundation before they shut it down in 2020. It was started by Joe Biden and his wife Jill to champion progress and prosperity for American families. Took in $225,000 from entities tied to a top political donor and bundler to President Biden. And this is talking about the $14 billion they sent to Ukraine, yet this is the way it is in the United States in Baltimore. Yeah, we need to keep our money in the U.S. Privately owned, thank you OJ, privately owned central banks create money out of nothing and loan it at interest. This is why Nesara Gesara is coming through. These are illegal practices. They loan you money on a home or mortgage. They don't even have that money. It's other people's money. And then they're making money off you paying that mortgage every month, and they're drawing the interest and putting it in the bank, millions and trillions of dollars, and they never ever had the money to loan you. They never did have that mortgage. All modern money is literally debt owed to them. The economy is casino. Central banks control the game. The house always wins. All right. Take a hard look. Soldiers don't die fighting for freedom. It's not disrespectful to tell the truth. If you truly care about and support the troops, you need reality. Thank you to all of our soldiers and vets that have fought and given themselves for our country. God bless you. Our country has been hijacked by the military-industrial complex. They use the media to lie us into wars. It's time to respectfully stop this. We need to appreciate our military. We wouldn't have the freedom we have if it wasn't for them. There are only 3 countries left in the world without a Rothschild central bank: Syria, Iran, and North Korea. And from my finance sources, they're saying they're all going down or already have. That was the Illuminati eye on the money. Corruption. 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 All right, let's get to my notes. Oh, and I wanted to go over... Let me do my notes real quick, and then we'll go over this other. All right, I want to do the thank yous. Everybody for your donations. I want to do thank you to Paulette, Nola, Arthur, Jennifer, Grace, Jolynn, Susan, Patricia, Stephen, Carol, Rex, and Daniel. Thank you so much, everybody. It goes to the work of the Lord. The Bibles are still on back order. As soon as we get the Bibles in, everybody that's supposed to get one will get it, and then we will also have others to give away. So just pray for them to get here as soon as they can, and pray for rain. All right. Federal judge grants class action lawsuits to Navy SEALs against Secretary of Defense Austin. Yay. You're going to see all these lawsuits coming up. There already have been with Thomas Renz and stuff, and Leah Dundas, but there's going to be more and more coming out. Bill Clinton signed in. Now, this is stuff that people didn't know. Nesara has been going on in the U.S. for a long time. President Kennedy was getting rid of the corrupt CIA and pushing through gold-backed currency, Nesara. That's why what happened in Dallas happened. All right. Then, after that, Bill Clinton signed in Nesara into law October 10th, 2000. And you know what happened after that? 9/11. Why did 9/11 happen? It wasn't foreigners doing that. It was the deep state Clinton, Bushes, the corrupt CIA, FBI, the 3-letter agencies. They are the ones that did that because they were pushing through Nesara, and the money and the contracts and everything was there in those buildings that they bombed them. There was no airplane. There was no crash. They killed American people because they didn't want Nesara to go through. And then we talked about President Kennedy, why they were wanting to assassinate him because of the corrupt CIA pushing through Nesara and gold-backed currency. All right. Holly, prosperity packages are releasing. Things appear to be dribbling out, a matter of time before the floodgates open. Keep the faith. This is on the finance side. Fleming, entire world ending OPEC's control of trade with the U.S. dollar, following Russia's move to launch new asset-backed currency safe from the piracy of the United States government and U.S. Treasury and central banking cartel. That's why Russia went ahead and did what they did. Now, the countries, we've went over that several times over the past few weeks. Of the countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and others, they call them BRICS. BRICS nations and all other nations give us the cold shoulder, was completely ignored. Now what will they do? BRICS has moved to prominence and trading in a gold-backed currency and is verified. Central Bank Russia announced 3/28/22. Russia ruble currency is bound to gold. See, they're going forward. They're not waiting. United States needs to go forward. China announced that they're going to rethink the monetary policy until April 5th, beginning the first quarter, and also March 31st, we've talked about this too, is the last day for the banks to be Basel III compliant. And it's the last day for the Federal Reserve, March 31st. Also, the Fed was absorbed into the United States Treasury a year ago. This ends this month. April 1st starts all new on the books, in integrating the QFS and new digital currency using blockchain. China has shut down because they had tied trade to the euro and the dollar. And now they're waiting for the disconnect, and they say that this has now happened. Alright, now, on G-Man, Gregory Mannarino, gold and silver getting slammed today, dollar took a nosedive, and the central banks use the Federal Reserve, the global debt surge to go higher and higher. They don't make money unless that's happening. Alright, gold was at $1,925, down $665. The dollar was $98.41, down 75 cents. Silver, $24.94, down 21 cents. Platinum, $1,245, down $10. Palladium, $1,245. Oil, $103.15, down. Brent crude was at $107.13. Bitcoin at $47,510, down $423. And then he was laughing and saying that a recession would be a step up from what we're in now. Oh. And he says to watch the 10-year yield. Central banks are fulfilling the end game, creating debt out of thin air. Because that's why they're going down. Central banks and the Federal Reserve. Because that's all they're doing is trying to destroy Americans. Take everything we got. And we talked about our verse, 1 Chronicles 16:22, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. And then let them play their games, make money, rigging the price of precious metals. Now he says he's invested in a lot of silver first, then some gold, platinum, palladium, and cryptocurrencies. So that's for any of the finance peeps, alright? And then we're going to go over this, because I've got a dentist appointment at 3. Alright, we're going to go over the notes with Satoshi Nakamoto. Alright, in the beginning, when he wrote me in June, he was telling me that Nesara is still in play. A colonel with Stratcom recruited the investor Nomoto into the White Knights. We talked about White Knights yesterday, WK. The wallets hold an estimated 1 million bitcoins in late 2021 or early 2022, depending on world events. This price will skyrocket. He says to 1,000 per bitcoin, 100,000. That's why the FBI and the Australian AFP have cleared out many criminal elements for using Bitcoin in the last week to purge it of common criminal elements. At 100K, Nesara will be activated. That's what we're waiting on, but now other countries have pushed through. The military will take over, and the funds, $100 billion in current value, will be released to fund QFS and Nesara. U.S. Marine Corps and U.S. Space Force, Stratcom, Transcom, Paycom are all involved. And other private companies I can't reveal. Artemis program initiated by President Trump is involved as well, unclear in what capacity. Deep State is funding the new Chinese Tiangong space station and the government digital currencies in order to fight Bitcoin. Other cryptocurrencies in the SAR work plan, but their position is one of acceptance of those. The military pullback from the Middle East, including Afghanistan, is to be complete by 2021, late 2021. Now, he wrote me this in June of last year. In order to have more troops available in the United States to prepare for Nesara, the Marines have increased Pacific maritime preparations to block the New World Order assault by China once this plan begins. Look to late 2021 and early 2022 for the Taiwan invasion talk. Now, we've been talking about that, China and Taiwan. And massive increase in Chinese space capabilities. Alright, and then yesterday we talked about where he was letting us know many things behind the scenes. The WK forces are working tirelessly to save civilians and stop the carnage. Pressed hard by the Deep State, who want to expand the war, and we know that. They want to bring Russia under central bank control, while the White Knights only want to stop aggression. And then he was talking about, I can disclose that the WK are now operating in El Salvador and working with the president and other national leaders to bring about Gesara to Latin America. Central banks in the U.S. and EU are extremely powerful. WK has suffered losses in the fight. So anybody telling you that Nesara Gesara is not coming through is wrong. And then there was one private thing I can't reveal yet concerning Trump. He is protected and well insulated, and still remains steady in guiding from the outside, the White House. And then the advice I can give to you and all your listeners is to stockpile food, water, money in cash and Bitcoin, spare batteries, medical supplies, and he said iodine in capital letters, iodine tablets, other survival supplies, and most importantly, start organizing family and friends and neighbors. We work tirelessly to restore peace and freedom to the world, but our sources indicate nuclear weapons launch is highly likely, capital letters, in the next 24 days. So we need to count 24 from March 26th. If we make it past that, Nesara Gesara will be back on track. Stay safe and God bless. So thank you very much, Satoshi Nakamoto, for your info, aka not gonna tell you. So that helps you know where we're at, people. So that's the military, what they're dealing with behind the scenes. When you think nothing is happening, something is happening all the time. So everybody have a blessed day today and a blessed night. I'll be back tomorrow.